A guest bedroom, in its most thoughtful form, is not simply an extra room, it's a gesture. It's an unspoken message that says, "You're welcome here," even before the door opens. In the context of modern design, this space becomes a quiet reflection of intention, care, and balance. It doesn't try to showcase extravagance or make grand declarations. Instead, it chooses subtlety. It embraces stillness. The modern guest bedroom is not about abundance, it's about refinement. It's the art of creating space that feels curated but never cold, minimal but never empty, personal but never imposing. The beauty of such a room lies in how it breathes. It invites guests to pause, unwind, and simply be. Everything about the environment, from the openness to the quiet tones, from the softened light to the lack of clutter, says this is a place of ease. It's a place where the outside world can slip away and where moments can slow into presence. And within that calm, comfort quietly takes shape. The foundation of a modern guest bedroom is stillness, not in the absence of life, but in the presence of calm. It's a stillness that allows space to feel open without being stark, that welcomes breath without asking for attention. There's a flow to the space that guides without confining. One step leads to another with intuitive ease. The surroundings are gentle, not just in tone but in intention. There's nothing aggressive here, nothing that demands reaction. The atmosphere is composed, steady, and clear. This kind of stillness helps guests release the tension they may carry with them, whether from travel, from schedule, or simply from the noise of everyday life. A room shaped by stillness doesn't need to impress, it only needs to be present. It exists to serve quiet moments, soft arrivals, and unhurried mornings. It is never in a rush to be noticed because its strength lies in how it holds space without pressure. That is the quiet power of restraint. If these modern guest bedroom ideas gave you fresh inspiration for your space, don't forget to like this video and share it with friends who are planning a room refresh. Modern guest bedroom decor thrives in its restraint. It doesn't shout for attention with overwhelming detail. Instead, it leans into intention, offering just enough to feel complete while leaving space for clarity. There's a distinct elegance in the room's simplicity, one that comes not from lack, but from refinement. Each choice, no matter how subtle, is made with care. There's an art in not over-decorating, in not over-expressing. This creates a sense of freedom within the room. Guests are not met with loud aesthetics or strong themes, but with a neutrality that feels comforting. It gives them the space to project their own peace onto the environment. The simplicity is not blank, it's purposeful. It's what allows the room to adapt to different people, different moods, and different moments. Whether someone stays for one night or 1 week, the space remains spacious, not in size, but in spirit. And that generosity, that deliberate spaciousness, is where true hospitality begins. Speech balloon, what was your favorite element of the modern guest bedroom? The sleek furniture, minimalist decor, or cozy accents? Share your thoughts in the comments. In this space, comfort is not a checklist, it is a state of mind. The guest doesn't feel welcome because of what's offered, but because of what's felt. There is an intuitive softness to everything. The atmosphere quiets the nervous system. The senses are not overwhelmed but gently guided. Everything about the space signals that it's safe to relax, to let go, to rest without expectation. This is not the comfort of luxury, it's the comfort of care. The room doesn't try to entertain. It doesn't need to impress. It's simply a place that supports presence. The surroundings don't create distance between the host and the guest, they close it. They say, "You're seen, and you're safe." When the room is designed with that kind of emotional intelligence, comfort becomes more than physical, it becomes emotional. And in today's fast-paced, overstimulated world, emotional comfort is the rarest and most generous gift a space can offer. 3. Subscribe. Bell, for more decor inspiration and stunning room transformations, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay updated. Even as a guest room prioritizes neutrality, it can still carry the quiet imprint of personality. Modern design doesn't erase identity, it refines it. It pulls back just enough to let the space breathe, while still offering soft echoes of the host's values and sense of beauty. This may come through in the flow of the room, the mood it sets, the way it makes silence feel full rather than empty. The personality of the room is not broadcasted, but gently implied. It is present in the atmosphere, in the way the room is held. There is an authenticity in the design, a quiet knowing of what matters. And while it never tries to become the center of attention, it also never feels generic. It feels real. It feels like it belongs. This subtle presence gives the room soul. It becomes not just a place where someone stays, but a space they remember. Not because it dazzled them, but because it made them feel. That feeling, unspoken and lasting, is the signature of a modern space done well. The modern guest bedroom is not about showcasing a lifestyle, it's about offering a pause within it. It's not built to dazzle, not designed to perform. Instead, it exists to hold stillness in its most generous form. It is a quiet refuge, a retreat from the rhythms of performance, ambition, and aesthetic noise. Within its clean lines and restrained expression lies a message: here, you don't need to be anything other than yourself. It opens its arms not with grandeur, but with grace. The elegance lies in its quietude. The space doesn't try to impress, it invites. It doesn't overwhelm, it welcomes. There is no competition here for attention, no urgency to curate a perfect image. Instead, the room simply offers presence, steady, sincere, and grounded. In its most subtle ways, the room becomes a mirror to calm. Every element has been reduced to its essence, and in that reduction, there is freedom. There is no clutter to distract. No overstated decor to dictate how a guest should feel. The absence of excess becomes an invitation to breathe. The generosity of the space lies not in how much it offers, but in how little it demands. Guests are not asked to admire, conform, or decode. They are simply allowed to arrive. And that arrival feels natural, unforced, easy, and whole. In this kind of space, time itself begins to soften. Mornings unfold gently, not abruptly. The day expands with room to wander. Evenings descend like a soft hush, not a closing curtain. Here, the passage of time is not something to manage, but something to feel. A modern guest bedroom doesn't need to assert its value. Its strength lies in how seamlessly it supports rest. It is not built around trend or spectacle, but around quiet continuity. It doesn't try to steal attention from the guest's experience, it simply enhances it, like a soft light that fills the room without casting a shadow. The piece is not ornamental, it is structural. You can feel it in the way the space holds you, without pressure. There is nothing performative, nothing decorative for the sake of it. Instead, everything present feels intentional, and everything missing feels purposeful. It's a space that gives, without ever keeping score.